with friends. Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends. My name is Kyle Hobbs, your host. This week I'm joined by Jackson Brayman.
What's up?
Connor Hobbs.
Yo.
This week we're joined by Keifer Chase.
Hello.
And David Lindsay.
Hey.
Good to have you guys.
Good to have you, Kyle.
Thank you. It's good to be had. So, Keifer, this is your first time ever on the podcast. How do you feel?
Pretty excited, I guess, because I've listened to all the episodes.
How do you feel though in the moment?
Hot.
Are you shaking?
Hot. Put on the spot. Like, what do you...
Are you shaky and sweaty?
What would you say is the color of your energy?
Amber.
Damn right.
Yeah. Good answer.
It's funny you say that. I was walking by a girl like yesterday at work. She literally asked, I heard her asking somebody, "Hey, what color do you think my aura is?"
She's got an aura.
Yeah. Wow. And I double took. I'm like, wow, did you really just ask what color your aura is? And she's like, yeah, what color do you think it is? And I'm like amber. I don't know.
That's her energy, Kyle. Aura's completely different.
Oh, God. Didn't even realize it. Well, how was your guys' week?
Busy.
Busy?
Yeah. I did a
Do
lot.
tell.
Well, I read like half of the Amory Wars, the first book that Connor let me borrow last week.
Oh, the comic book based off of Coheed and Cambria's albums.
Yeah. And then yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and then I finished. So I lied. I didn't actually beat Pokemon Sapphire. I like got all the way through and was like, I don't want to grind the Elite Four thing and just quit. And then I was like, I beat it. That's as good as beaten, but I couldn't live with myself, so I had to go back. And then I finished it like 2 days ago.
Nice.
So yeah, I put like I think 18 hours in up to the Elite Four and finished at 25. So that's how long I had to just fight the Elite Four over and over again.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's dedication, man.
Drama.
Yeah, and then of course Forza came out, so we were all busy last night. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Also finished Ozark.
Excellent. How was that? Did you like it?
Yeah. Where it's at right now is really like I don't know. It almost felt like a middle of a season instead of an ending of a season to me for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, but it was really good. We can't wait for January.
It's going to be good. Has everybody seen it? Did
Yes, I have watched it.
you watch it, Connor?
Not yet.
I've seen like the first season. I want to watch it, but I just never make time to do it.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. I think all of the seasons are like equally as good. I
Right.
think. I got to call all of you out for making me watch Invincible because
Did you enjoy it?
the first episode was messed up, dude.
Is
It
that what
is
you
messed
watched?
up, man.
Yeah, I'm 3 episodes in now, or maybe
Excellent.
4. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's like the
Yeah.
whole first part of the first episode, you're like, it's a superhero cartoon. And then you get to like the last 5 minutes, and you're like, okay, I can hang on for this one.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy because in that first episode, it kind of throws you off because it, like, towards the end of the episode, it just flashes Invincible, like basically the title of the TV show, and you think like, well, that's the end of it, and it starts flashing some credits for a little bit, but then it's like a little, like, kind of like what Marvel does. It's like, it seems like it's one of those after credits scenes, and it seems like almost every episode has one of those.
It's so good, man.
And the end of the first season is insane. Like it's really like the last like 3 or 4 episodes are just crazy.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Like you think you've seen crazy stuff, you have no idea.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I guess Robert Kirkman, the guy that wrote the Walking Dead comics, wrote the Invincible comics too. So,
Yep.
yeah. Have you seen that shit?
The only thing that I could maybe compare it to is like The Boys. I don't know if it's similar to that at all.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
Very similar to the
Sounds
boys.
like it would be.
Yeah, every time I talk to somebody about this show, they're like, you got to watch The Boys, dude.
Have you seen the boys?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That first season's really good.
Yeah, it just seemed like in the trailers and stuff, it seemed like one of those shows that like wanted to be something that it probably wasn't. But
It's worth a watch.
It works, man. Like I didn't think it was gonna work either, but it works.
sweet.
That first episode is
It's crazy.
As soon as I watched it, I was like, I'm gonna continue watching this.
Man.
God, I have so much to watch. Guys, quit.
Dude, I'm kind of in the same boat. I've been watching Lock and Key, which I don't know. I thought it was a sex joke when Kyle said it, but it's not. It's actually a TV show. So,
Dude,
I've been watching that.
I tried it out. My wife and I watched the first episode. And like, for some reason, the decisions that the characters make in that show just are like not the decisions a normal person would make. And like, so the whole movie, my wife and I are like, would you react that way if your mom just got lost in a mirror and then forgot about it? Like, or would you really want to move to a house where the guy that killed your husband like a week ago was talking about? How would he even know about the house? Why was he talking about it? Like, why would you move there with your kids, dude?
Today's economy, man, it's rough. Take what you can get, man.
The whole time we were just like, why?
Magic keys,
Why?
dude. You're a kid and there are magic
keys.
keys, dude.
Yeah.
Good enough reason to be like,
Saying,
yeah,
man,
fuck
that
it.
one key where you could go anywhere.
Yeah, dude.
He fucked that one up.
There's some keys where you can like put it into the back of someone's head and go into their brain. There's keys where you can like have wings. There's keys where you can like have super strength. And
Dude,
show is so
what?
That show is crazy, dude.
I think I'm gonna keep going with it.
It goes places. I finished the second season today. Dang, man, it's so crazy. I was when my mom was talking about it, I was like, yeah, it sounds okay. I might someday check it out, but for some reason when I saw a second season, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump on board. And yeah, I'm so glad I did. The only thing that does annoy me is the little boy character in the show, the one that sets off the whole chain reaction of everything going down.
Yeah.
He annoyed the crap out of me at certain points, but he's always the one that kind of saves the day.
It seems like it.
Yeah, because they always set it up to where he's like, he shows up just in time and like does some crazy stuff. It's freaking nuts though, dude. There ends up being like a freaking door to another dimension, and it's freaking gnarly. It's such a cool show, man.
Sounds sweet.
Yeah.
Lock and Key, everybody. Lock and Key.
At your local Netflix.
Yeah. This episode has been brought to you by Lock and Key.
I wanted to talk about a band I've been listening to. The episode we talked about new bands and stuff. Mm-hmm. My friend John Hurlbert came up to me the next day and was like, dude, there's this band you need to check out. It's called Royal Blood, and there's a music video called Out of the Black. And dude, I have been so addicted to this band for like the last 2 weeks straight, probably 3 weeks since that. Dang, I love that band so much.
It's a good music video. Sure.
It's a good music video, yeah, but
It's funny because I never watched it. You told me to watch it, and I forgot to watch it. I started listening to every other song on the album.
that song for that music video is good, but they have so many songs that are so great. I think a better song than that is Typhoon. I think Typhoon is the shit.
Did you say
But
they're
Out of the
just
Black
bass
is
and
heavy.
drums?
Yeah, that's just bass and drums.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a bass guitar, and then he's got like 2 amplifiers, and so one of them's all the bass, and the other one's I think like an octave pedal. And
That's
it's just
crazy.
he just turns the guitar one like on and off. Well, both of them on and off.
I like finding a band, like finding them out, and they've already have like 3 or 4 albums. And it's like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
I get this big smorgasbord.
The best is whenever you find a band that has like 4 or 5 albums, they've broken up and then gotten back together. There's some time for you to listen to the brand new album.
Yeah, dude.
That's how it was for me with Deftones. I didn't listen to any Deftones, and I got into it. I'm like, oh my god.
I didn't listen to Deftones till like 2013, I think. That first album that I listened to that I really liked had, what's that song that you liked that's super heavy? You were telling me about the other day at work.
Swerve?
Yes,
City?
Swerve City, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite Deftones song.
That was the first album I listened to, got me into Deftones, and then I went back and listened to White Pony because my dad's like, that's the best album.
It is, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
It is.
Korea is probably my favorite
is.
song. And if you get their super special version of White Pony, it's like $100. There's a song on there called Boys Republic. That's probably my favorite Deftones song. I don't know if you've ever heard it. But if you haven't, you should look it up on YouTube. They have a video of them playing it on top of a volcano acoustically. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'd never listened to Deftones, dude. I'm sure I've heard like something of theirs played somewhere, but I've never like intentionally been like, I want to listen to Deftones.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard tons of them if you watch any Matrix movie or House of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned. Thank you.
Remember my mom used to play the Queen of the Damned soundtrack like all the time when we lived out on AA Highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've heard a lot of Deftones then?
Probably, yeah.
I am the vampire Lestat. Rocker. What about you, Jack? Did you have a good week? What'd you do?
I went and watched the Chiefs in the home stadium in Kansas City.
That's cool.
It was a good game. We won, so I can't complain.
Can you tell me what the hell was up with that picture that you sent?
Yeah, was that your half brother or was that a digital person?
That was my brother that was in the picture.
Hold on, explain
And
the
that was
picture
Pat Mahomes.
first.
Huh?
Explain the picture first.
Oh, well, okay, so while we were waiting to go into the game, they had like this State Farm booth, and we were like, what's this? And they're like, oh, if you stand in line, you can take a picture like on a green screen, and you can either get a picture with Pat Mahomes or the State Farm guy.
Jake from State Farm?
Yeah, Jake from State Farm. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't care about doing this. But my dad was like, oh, let's do this real quick. My little brothers were with us, so of course it's picture time all the time.
I always picture your little brothers as like 4. How old are they?
I think, I believe like Boston is probably, I think he's getting like to 13, something like that.
Damn. Time flies, dude.
Whoa.
And then Chapel, he's got to be 17, like close to 18, I think.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
I might be wrong on that.
You just sent
But-
that State Farm picture, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Kyle was debating that the person next to you, your brother, was a digital person, not real. I'm like, no, dude, that's his brother, dude.
I was telling my whole family, I'm like, dude, this guy is fake.
Nah.
I was like, look at him. He obviously looks like he's been green screened in behind Jackson. This guy's fake.
What was funny though is like if you look at that picture, you see like how there's a bunch of shoes and stuff behind us. They did have a whole bunch of racks of shoes in there for some reason, but there was we were standing in front of a green screen, so whenever I saw the picture, I was like, "Oh man, they really blended the shoes nicely together." I was like, "Good job!"
Why are there
on
a bunch
that.
of shoes in a State Farm ad? Like,
Wow.
you know?
It's his
I think he's a shoe
sneakerhead.
sale. Yeah,
One of his commercials, Pat Mahomes is like a sneakerhead at like a shoe place. Yeah.
Okay. You got me, man.
And he's wearing that same outfit with like the glasses and all that.
Okay.
and he's pointing at me.
Makes complete sense now.
And they're best friends now.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes and I are going bass fishing next Sunday. All right, after the game, of course. Post victory bass fishing.
Speaking of game,
All right, so got a small game to play. Basically, I just found like all these interesting facts online, and I also found some facts that are actually not true. That I was like, oh, okay. So basically, I want to ask you guys true or false questions.
An untrue fact?
Huh?
An untrue fact.
Untrue fact. Doesn't really make it a fact at
Damn.
that point, does it?
That tickles the mind.
So,
and we're obviously playing for points.
playing for points.
What are we playing for, guys?
All the black licorice jelly beans in that bag.
Dude, he will give those to you, man.
I will give you
that's
all
the point.
these black licorice. Can I give them to you for the rest of my life? Can you just preemptively take them out of every bag I get?
So I tell you what, the loser has to take the whole mouthful of those then.
Roadie.
Just have Kyle pick them out the whole time we're playing the game, and as many as he's got, you got to eat when you lose.
All right, so here you go. No winners, just a loser. Okay.
What's the
No,
prize?
what is the prize?
Yeah.
Prize is a box of Chex Mix from 1989 featuring O.J. Simpson. I don't know.
I want like a Power Rangers morpher. So I can just scream out, Triceratops! And then transform.
Saber-tooth tiger!
You can't pick your prize, man. Sometimes you get a Megazord, and sometimes you get a can of smoked rattlesnake meat. You don't get to pick your prize.
Shit.
The prize is
You guys wanna play
smoked rattlesnake meat.
Rattlesnake meat? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, the prize is now smoked
Yeah,
rattlesnake
God.
meat.
You don't know how it's going to taste, Connor. It might taste fantastic.
I want to transform.
You can transform some other time. All right, number 1, true or false?
True.
All right,
Just getting warmed up.
all right. Number 1, true or false? The Guinness Book of Records was invented by Guinness beer folks. They figured a book of verifiable facts would help stop beer arguments.
Sounds ridiculously true.
This is true.
True.
False.
It is true.
You had to be different, Connor.
You gotta take risks in this game, man. Ain't playing to tie.
All right. Number 2. There was a phantom poop on the Apollo mission. A poop floating around. Floating around amongst the cabin that none of the astronauts said was theirs. True or false?
You know, that's just so crazy. It might be real.
I want it to be true so bad.
Me too.
But I'm going to go with false.
One of those astronauts took that shit. They just don't want to admit it.
You know, it might have just been one of the engineers that didn't really like the astronauts and just took a crap under their seat.
I'm gonna go false again.
I want to go true.
I'm gonna go true.
That one is also true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, upon returning, there was a poop just floating around.
Aliens.
I mean, honestly, that does sound like one of those things where you're like, that's got to be true. It's so crazy. It's just true.
So who said true?
You too.
Can you imagine flying in space, though, and just like having to dodge a poop that's like flying around?
You just wake up and it's like an inch away from your nose, just drifting really slowly and maybe slowly spinning. You're just like, shit.
Just dragging it.
I want to know, like, when did they find it and why didn't they contain it?
Yeah.
Like, that's a biohazard right there.
Yeah, you just
They're like-
breathing in poop particles.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
flying around.
Maybe they just said whoever did it has to clean it up. And the person who did it didn't want to clean it up. So no one ever cleaned it up.
Right.
Or someone they were just farting, they didn't feel it, so they didn't know that they did it.
Zero G shit. You just don't know what's coming out.
That blows my mind because, like, you know, after a week, you're not going to smell it anymore because it's going to be, like, crusty. But, like, for that first couple of days, man, that whole cabin's going to be raunchy as hell.
Yep.
You got to go nose blind to it in the first day, though. Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't care, man. I'd be like, I give me paper towels, dude. I don't care who did it.
And it's not like you can open the window and chuck it out.
Right?
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
I like to imagine that the astronaut that could throw his poop out of the window of a space station and be like, all right, I hope this lands my ex-wife's car.
Ooh, wish on the star.
We're right above Phoenix. And go.
All right. And I'm launching a prayer. Here we go.
Hail Mary.
Sleep with Todd again. I dare you.
All right. All right. Number 3. True or false? Hair and fingernails continue to grow after death.
True.
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 False.
It is false.
Yeah. The body shrinks, giving it the appearance that it's growing. Yeah. Pretty sure I read that in one of those like 500 debunked myths or something at a Books A Million. I just flipped it open and read like a couple lines and was like, interesting.
True or false? Mummies can be rehydrated.
True.
I want to
False.
Sticks and stones, love.
That's a point for Connor.
Alrighty. Okay, number 4. A penny dropped from the Empire State Building will kill you. True or false? If it lands on your head,
I know that's a myth of some kind. I've heard that before, but I don't know if it's actually true.
I think it's false. But
False.
'Cause, like, what? A penny going terminal velocity, what's that, like 120?
120 miles an hour.
120?
Yep.
A penny going that fast could go through a windshield.
that sounds like it go through your head then.
I mean, anything's possible, right?
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
if I smashed my head into a windshield hard enough to break the windshield, it would probably smash my head first, wouldn't you think? Maybe. I mean, I guess it depends on.
I don't know.
Certain
You got a pretty thick
factors.
head.
Yeah.
Me, though, I don't know.
It's like I can't tell if he just insulted me or not.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say true.
Yeah, fuck it. True.
And you
Thank
guys
for
both
David
said
said false.
Pennies will kill.
I'm gonna go false on this one, man.
A penny will kill you.
it is false.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you don't know
This one-
my old friend Denny, man. He got killed by that penny.
Didn't
Made
go
that
by
song
penny?
Hey, how do we know this is false if they tried it?
Yes, actually, on Mythbusters, the scientists determined that a penny traveling at terminal velocity cannot penetrate concrete or asphalt. It won't cause serious damage to a person, and even at the speed of sound, will not damage flesh. It says at
The
most
speed of sound.
Yeah.
What about the speed of light?
Well, okay, could an
At
arrow...
most,
Oh,
at-
go ahead.
I was gonna say at most it could sting a little, is what it says.
What if the penny was sharpened to a razor's edge all the way around it? Did Mythbusters do that?
And it had a tungsten core.
It shot out of a railgun.
For a second, I thought you were trying to describe like a penny Beyblade or something like that.
Shot out of one of those cannons on a pirate ship.
All right, next one.
Now, a fork shot out of a cannon will penetrate a wooden eye. We know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
In a boat hull.
Fact. Where's that one for you, Jack?
Can't make that up.
I think I've missed every question so far, but hey, I'm in it for the fun, man.
Yep.
Next one. There was a short period of time when Pablo Picasso and Snoop Dogg were both alive together.
The Picasso.
That's true.
The Pablo Picasso painter. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Picasso. Sounds like a cool dude, though.
I'm pretty sure that Mandy saw this in a TikTok last week.
I'm gonna go ahead and say true.
You gonna say true?
Yes.
All right.
Sounds crazy enough to be true.
How old was Snoop Dogg?
That would give it away instantly if he told you.
He was a baby.
Snoop Dogg was born on October 20th, 1971.
71. And that means my dad and Picasso were alive at the same time. That means my grandma and Picasso.
That means my great grandma.
But I'll just say false. I got nothing to lose here, man.
Except for smoked rattlesnake.
I didn't want it.
Well,
What'd you guys say?
I said true.
True.
it is true. Pablo Picasso died on April 8th, 1973 at the age of 91.
That's crazy, dude. I always think
Good for
of him like with like alive when Beethoven was alive for some reason. It just sounds like
Yeah.
an old ass name.
I think all the painters were alive in like the 1700s somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's all I ever think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Beethoven, Leonardo da Vinci,
Gina Marino.
Amadeus.
The next one. Sharks existed before trees. True or false?
Depends on if you're religious or not.
I'm gonna go ahead and say true.
False.
True. It's down to you, Connor.
These sharks will kill you. They are the ultimate predator
Absolute death machines.
inside the water. So we're talking about an outside plant versus a water shark.
Yeah.
Who would kill who?
No. What existed first?
Okay, so they're both in a pit and they have to fight. I'll choose the shark.
Huh?
Shark. For real, shark.
You pick sharks?
I picked the shark.
All right. That is true. Sharks.
Yeah.
Sharks fucking predate trees by roughly 30 million years.
Okay, who said true on that one?
That's the first one I got right, so put me down for that one.
I said true.
But,
Keifer said false. David, you said true.
Yeah.
And
Because
Connor
all I
said
do is
true.
win.
For those that are curious, sharks predate trees by roughly 30 million years. Some of the earliest shark teeth from the Devonian period deposits. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, those shark teeth that they found are around 400 million years old.
Wow.
The more you know.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah.
I bet the sharks were aliens too. You know?
Yeah. I think they started out as space sharks and then they landed wherever. They
that-
came down.
All right, next one. This one is a classic. Walt Disney's body is cryogenically frozen. True or false?
This one's true.
I thought it was just his head.
I think that was just in Futurama.
Okay.
Boy, that's a
Wait,
hard one.
when you say body, does that include the head?
Yes.
Okay, then true.
I'm gonna go true.
I just want to say true to be involved.
All y'all is wrong. It is false.
What about his head?
It is cremated.
But how would you know it's false?
Yeah, that dude had a lot of money.
No, there was rumors that it was done. Basically, it was inquired upon by Walt Disney or by Disney Corporation, but it never went past that.
That we know of.
Yeah.
We're gonna put your body in a freezer.
Nah, but
Okay,
he was cremated
tell
and he
anybody
was.
about it. We're gonna freeze you.
That's what must have happened because somehow we all got the point.
Yep.
All right, 3 more. All right, number 8. Australia is wider than the moon. True or false?
Can you say it with an accent?
Australia is wider than the moon.
Dang it.
You said that with such conviction. I gotta say true, man.
I'm feeling true now. I was on the
I'm
false
on.
side.
I'm going false.
That
go
thing is
false.
pretty big.
I played Destiny. I've been on the moon. That's false.
So you're saying wider?
Yes, wider.
All right, false. These guys are saying false. I'm going false. Moonwalking back.
Australia is wider than the moon.
Fuck it, true. It's true, man. It's gotta be true.
Is it wider than this knife?
Australia is 600 kilometers wider than the moon.
Who said true?
You.
I did.
Connor did.
Yeah.
He's lying.
The
I
moon-
said true, then
I
I
won't
said
tell.
false, then I said true again.
I thought you said true.
I did. Did you say true?
That's a false.
Okay.
Yeah, the moon sits at 3,400 kilometers in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometers.
Wow.
That's insane. I didn't know the moon was so small. I mean, compared to what you think it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As far as space goes, here's another space question. NASA spent over $1 million to construct the Space Pen, a pen that can write in space, while the Soviets just told their cosmonauts to use a pencil.
It's true.
It's got to be true, man.
You said space pen?
A space pen.
It's true.
False.
It is false.
Wow.
Damn.
Kyle
What's the real
Molina?
story here, Jack?
No, the company Fisher did actually spend over $1 million to make a pen that could write in space, but NASA spent zero money on any of the production and did not really even ask for one. But NASA ended up spending I think they bought like 400 pens for approximately like $6 like per pen.
Damn.
You tricked me, Jackson. You tricked me.
I didn't trick you. The Soviets also bought a few pens because they felt bad for Fisher. Okay, last one. Keeping it up with the space program here. Okay, Eugene Aldrin, the father of the famous moon landing astronaut Buzz Aldrin, not only witnessed his son land on the moon in his lifespan, but also witnessed the first flight ever recorded by the Wright brothers.
I'm going to go true on that one.
Yeah,
Because that would be
that
awesome if
sounds
that was true.
Where are you going, Connor?
Don't look at me, man. I've answered everything wrong, so just go opposite what I go with.
I think that's what he's asking. He's like, "What are you going with?"
This is the last question you said?
I don't want,
Last question. Yeah.
don't want to influence anything.
I'm going to go true as well.
And I'll go false. Then all these guys get it right.
It's true. Yeah. He was alive to witness the first ever recorded flight by the Wright brothers.
That's pretty crazy.
There was some good red herrings in there, Jackson.
Yeah. It was a good game, Jack.
Flunko.
You really
Imagine
outdid
being
yourself.
alive for that, see the first flight, and then somebody lands on the moon.
I know.
All that happened in like 60 years.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
there's people that were alive when the first computer was even ever tested who now have a smartphone in their hand.
Yeah. I bet he was like, "Crocky, that man's flying in the air."
Speaking of this subject, there's a TV show called For All Mankind on Apple Plus. It is so good, dude. It's like, what if NASA didn't get to the moon first and Russia made it first? And it makes it to where NASA is constantly on the back foot and has to be the one catching up to Russia, like putting spacemen on the moon, putting a base on the moon, like putting a city on the moon. and like there's like fights on the moon that happen like with guns and stuff like that. And
It's like, what if someone actually did land on the moon? That would all be happening.
yes,
Oh, cool.
What if someone did land on the moon, Connor? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
That was a good game, Jack. I really enjoyed that. You know why I also enjoyed it? Because I won. It was I had 7, Keifer had 4, David had 6, Connor had 2, and this week David has a little something for us.
I do.
David's Quest.
So the game this week is going to be kind of a repeat of Jackson's game early on in the podcast, where he went over the top 500 songs Rolling Stone article that they published. Yeah, this is going to be similar, except I used Metacritic's top games. So I think I picked like 100 because there was a lot I was going to pick everything in the 90s, but there was a ton of shit in the 90s. So I just picked like the top 100. And some of them I left off because like it would say, say if like Arkham Knight was on there, it would be like 1 point higher than like Arkham Knight PS4 would be 1 point higher than Arkham Knight Xbox One or something stupid like that. So
Yeah.
I picked like the highest rated version of each game.
All right.
Cool.
So the idea is I'm going to give you guys, we're going to pit 2 games from the same series against each other. You guys have to guess which of the 2 games got the highest score.
Easy.
And then after that, we're going to pit 2 games from different IPs against each other. And then I'm going to go over your guesses for the greatest game of all time out of a 5 option multiple choice pool. And then you're going to get to guess the worst game of all time, according to Metacritic, out of a 5 multiple choice pool. And the winner will get a prize, and the loser will get a prize.
Really?
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is it that sneaky doo-doo?
It's just a bag of poop. But I'm not going to tell you. So when we go over like games versus games, I can't tell you the score of the game, or that will help you out with the best game of all time score. So
Okay.
So the first one is going to be
What are we playing for in this game?
He's got prizes.
Oh, prizes. Forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first one's going to be Metal Gear Solid 1 versus Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
I'm going to go Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Okay.
Phantom Pain.
I'm going to also say Phantom Pain.
I'm going with the first one because I enjoyed the first one and beat it, and didn't beat the 5th one because I just dropped off of it hard.
Okay. Metal Gear Solid 5 was the better game.
I'm going to say BS on that.
According to Metacritic.
Okay, answer this question. Who do you play as in Metal Gear Solid 5?
Venom Snake.
Okay, good job. You actually beat it then?
Oh, yeah. I've played.
I was going to
most
say Big
of-
Boss, but
I think all of them except for kind of Big Boss.
I don't know anything about those games.
Venom Snake isn't even like...
It's not even a clone. It's a
Yeah.
completely different person with like plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's stupid.
The next 2 games are Final Fantasy VII versus Final Fantasy IX.
I have not played either. So
I'm going to go 9.
9?
I'm gonna go 9 because I think it's the only one I ever played.
I wish you would have said Final Fantasy X because that's my favorite one of the Final Fantasies. But
Yeah. I preferred 9, definitely, dude. That game's
Me
amazing.
too.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer 9. That's why I can see them making a remaster.
That would be insane.
I mean, a
dude.
complete remake. I mean,
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
crazy. That's
All right,
crazy.
so here's what I know. People love 7 for sure, but then a lot of people also liked how 9 went back to its like fantasy roots, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say 9 is probably going to get the higher Metacritic score.
I'm going to say 9 too.
Okay, you're all correct. Well done.
I think we all know Final Fantasy pretty well.
Except me, because I
Besides
did not
Jack,
play.
He played 10 though.
Yeah,
Yeah, 10 was good.
I've played 10 and I've played not the newest like remake, but the newest like version. Or you know what I'm saying?
It was 15.
15.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15. I played that.
I played Final Fantasy 9 the week my son was born and beat it. Cohen.
Nice.
I just beat it while I was rocking him to sleep and playing with him in the, or hanging up, hold him in the morning, and
Yeah. I used to play Uncharted when my daughter was born. And she would like get up in the middle of the night and I'd get up and hold her and like cradle her, walk around the living room playing Uncharted. Shit's good.
Good
the
time.
Golden Abyss you're talking about.
No, the first one. Drake's Fortune. Yeah.
Okay,
Good game.
great. Game.
The next 2 is God of War 2018 versus God of War 3.
Ooh.
God of War 2018.
Yeah, God of War 2018.
Probably God of War 2018.
Agreed. It won so many awards.
Yeah. That was the winner. That one, I was gonna say this one's gonna be easy, but I feel like if I said that, you guys would automatically guess it.
God of War 2018 is such a good story. It needs to be like an HBO show.
Yeah.
Did you see that they were wanting Nick Offerman to play him?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Play Kratos?
Yeah, that wouldn't. I don't think that would work. But
Shit, I'd
give it to Mike Judge.
I'd choose a lot of Mike Judge. I mean, Teal'c, man.
Give it
Teal'c.
to The Rock.
Give it to The Rock. Yeah, just paint him white. Everybody be okay with that.
I'm cool with Kratos being black, dude.
Yeah,
You know?
he's got to have the ashes on him though and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, next one. Red Dead Redemption 1 versus 2.
And that's a hard one.
I didn't play either one.
I'll tell you this. They were insanely close.
You'd have to imagine.
Yeah.
I'll go 2.
I'm gonna go with 1, just because I enjoyed that one more.
I'm also gonna go with 1.
I'm gonna go 2.
It was 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played in my whole life. It looks freaking amazing, especially in the sky.
Dude.
But those horses, dude.
It's so weird. Like,
Watching Kyle made me not want to play the game, pretty much.
And everybody I've talked to doesn't have this issue. But when I play the game, I wreck my horse every 3 minutes, every 2.5 minutes. I wreck my horse and die. I would
Yeah, that was crazy.
rocks, little mounds, little like nothing, dude. And my family would sit there and watch me play, and I would be getting infuriated because I would literally die like 10, 15 times in an hour playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on a horse. Connor watched me do it. Jackson watched me do it. Everybody watched me do it.
I watched it happen like 30 seconds after each other, and I was like, dude, this doesn't look fun, man.
Everybody I've talked to is like, yeah, that never happened to me, dude. I don't even remember dying once.
Dang,
yeah.
dude.
I think there might have been maybe 1 or 2 times the entire game where I may have messed up, like riding my horse. You know.
It's wild.
Okay. The next 2 are Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Hey, real quick, how many questions have you had?
1, 2, 4.
Tony Hawk Pro
Okay,
Skater 3.
Yeah, versus 2.
Ooh, I'll go 2.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 versus Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
I'm also gonna say 2.
I wouldn't know. I never really played any of these games.
I don't know.
But I'm gonna go 2.
I didn't have 3 though. That was literally the one Tony Hawk Pro Skater game that I did not have. Was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
We had them all.
We did? I thought we didn't have 1.
No, 3. No, we had 1. We definitely had 1 later on.
When we already had like Thug and all that, right?
Yeah, we had it later on. But yeah, 3 was the one that had CKY on it. First time I
96
heard-
by Bitter Beings.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever heard CKY. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say 3.
What'd you say? You said
2.
Okay. Yeah, it was 2.
2.
You said 2 as well, Connor?
Yeah. I think all 3 of us said 2.
Yeah, you said 2 as well? Dang.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 had that bomb soundtrack, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dang, it's tied 4 across the board.
I just remember like dropping into the, what was it, the hangar?
The hanger, yeah.
And just hearing and you're just getting pumped. Dude.
Lights out, Gorilla Radio.
Yeah.
Turn that up.
All right, Resident Evil 4 versus Resident Evil 2 remake.
Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. I praise Resident Evil 4 till the end.
I'll go 2 remake.
I'll just say 2. I have no idea. I've only ever played the 5th one.
Dang.
Fair enough.
Resident Evil 4 was good as shit. But 2 was
Resident
also
Evil
good
2
as shit.
remake.
It was Resident Evil 4, Jackson. Good
Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
It's one of the highest rated games of all time. Mm-hmm. This one is Breath of the Wild versus Ocarina of Time.
I'll say Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild did win Game of the Year.
It did.
It did. What are you gonna say, Keifer?
I'm going to go with Ocarina of Time. Because I've only played Breath of the Wild, but every time anybody talks about Zelda, I feel like that's the game they bring up.
You're right. What do you say, Connor?
I'd say that they're both so good. But for different reasons, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Connor's like, you're making me pick between
Like-
my children.
I'm over here just going through like the Song of Storms in my head from Ocarina of Time, so
Yeah.
that's Ocarina of Time.
I'm gonna go Breath of the Wild.
It is Ocarina of Time.
I should have went with my heart.
Yeah. Dude, that game's just frozen in time forever, man. I love it.
I want to play it again now that I'm talking
It's
about
so
it.
good, man.
Here's probably another really difficult one. Halo versus Halo 2.
So you're saying combat evolved.
Uh-huh.
I just got done playing these, so I'm gonna go Halo 2.
I'm also going to say Halo 2.
That scene in the second game where you are captured by the Gravemind, like, dude, that new like anniversary one where it's
Yes,
like good
bro.
graphics. Holy crap!
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
It
Man.
changes the
Yeah.
whole scene.
Oh, dude, it's amazing. Like,
Yeah, every time I see the Arbiter in the anniversary one in the cutscenes, I'm just like, God, he looks so good.
it's got to be the second game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go second game.
It was not. What? It was the first game. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nobody got any points on that one.
According to
Wow.
Metacritic, man. I do not agree.
They don't know
but-
everything.
No. All right, Super Mario 64 versus Super Mario Odyssey.
If you would have said Galaxy, I'd probably say Galaxy, but
Yeah.
say 64.
It's the only one I ever played was 64, so I'm gonna go with that.
Odyssey is really good though, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll say 64 too.
I'm gonna say Odyssey.
It was Odyssey, dude.
Kyle and
Crazy,
Jack are
man.
tied again, right?
Garbage.
We're all tied.
We're all tied?
You guys said 64, right? Oh. Yep, we're all tied at 5.
Damn.
Bleh.
All right, Arkham City versus Arkham Asylum.
Jackson, you just got done playing Arkham Knight. What do you think?
What does your heart tell you?
Asylum.
Asylum.
Yeah, Asylum.
City.
It was City.
God.
Bro, what is it you said like last week or the week before? You said everything that Asylum did, City did it way better. Or was that you, Kyle?
I don't know. I'll take credit for it.
I was talking about Arkham Knight.
Oh, okay.
I'll take credit
Yeah.
for it.
I love that game. I played it 5 times. I'm on my 6th playthrough because I'm going through it again on Story Plus mode.
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah, Arkham City was also one of those. It was like way up there, and that like really shocked me when I saw it as high as it was. All right, these are going to be different IPs versus each other.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
won't be from the same series anymore.
Kyle's ahead by 1.
This one is Conker's Bad Fur Day versus Paper Mario.
Paper Mario.
Paper Mario.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. I love that game.
Paper Mario.
It is Paper Mario, dude. But Conker's Bad Fur Day is so freaking
good.
funny, man.
It is a fun game.
Oh
we had
my
that as
God.
kids. Yeah.
Dude, I
I
got
love
stuck in that game for the longest time when I was younger, where you like run up this little chute, and then in that game it had like the weird, you jump into the screen and go to the next level or whatever. It was like a painting almost is
yeah.
what it looked like. But there was like a thing you had to jump over, and I would run into it, and you just infinitely run on it. So I thought it was the wrong way, and I could never progress the story until I finally looked it up. And all you had to do was jump over this tiny ledge. It
Damn.
was like right before you fight that cow, and you have to give it all the prune juice or whatever.
Man, I love that game.
So who said Mario 64?
Everyone
Paper
except for
Mario.
It
me.
was Paper Mario.
Yeah, it was
Paper
you,
Mario,
Jack,
okay.
and Connor. Next one is Knights of the Old Republic versus Persona 5 Royal.
You'll never see it coming. I'd
I thought this one would be tricky.
say Persona 5 Royal, just because I know how solid that game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say Royal as well.
I'm gonna say Knights of the Old Republic. I've never played any of those Persona games. I don't even know what they are. I've never seen them.
I'm going to go with KOTOR.
KOTOR is really good.
Persona 5 Royal.
You'll never see it coming, Jack.
Now, don't let this one throw you off, boys. Metroid Prime versus
Prime.
Half-Life 2.
Oh man.
Prime. I'll say Half-Life 2.
Yeah, I'll agree with Connor. Half-Life 2.
I think I'm gonna go with Half-Life 2. I've never played any of the Metroid games either.
I'm gonna go with Prime.
It was Metroid Prime, dude.
Damn.
That shocked me, dude. These are completely different games, but I'm going to leave it up to you. Overwatch versus Burnout 3 Takedown.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Also, I'm going to say Overwatch.
Burnout 3 Takedown.
Yes, indeed, Connor. It was Burnout.
You dang right, son. Give me my respect.
All right, the next one's Bloodborne versus Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Motherfucking Bloodborne.
Bloodborne? David thinks that's the greatest game of all time. So.
He's doing the game, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Bloodborne.
Let me check Metacritic real quick.
I'll go Sekiro.
Sekiro. What'd you say, Connor?
I know Sekiro won a game of the year, but obviously Bloodborne is the better game in my opinion. So I'll go Bloodborne.
It was Bloodborne. Yeah. Are they eclipsing you, Kyle?
Connor is now tied with me.
All right, we got a few more, and then we're going to go on to the best game and worst game.
Okay.
Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal versus Devil May Cry for the PS2.
I'll say Devil May Cry.
I'm gonna do Ratchet and Clank.
It's Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I said Ratchet and Clank.
It was Devil May Cry.
What?
Jackson.
Good job.
Well done.
I remember it was either the first game or the second game had a really bad camera issue. I think it was the second game actually. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 was good. It was just really hard to play. All right, Uncharted 2 versus The Last of Us.
Dang, David, you gotta do that. In my opinion, Uncharted 2.
The Last of Us.
Like, so many people love Last of Us, and it's probably the answer, but I'd say Uncharted 2 is my favorite.
I'm gonna go Last of Us. Really like that game.
Man, I'm going to go Last of Us.
It was Uncharted 2.
Good job.
I don't care what people think.
I think The Last of Us HD tied Uncharted 2, but the original Last of Us lost to it by a point, I think, is what it was. Yeah, crazy, man. The Witcher 3 versus Skyrim.
Dude, gosh, David, holy crap.
Skyrim.
Oh, man.
Switcher.
Skyrim, man. I'm going to say Skyrim.
I'm going to say Skyrim.
Yep, Skyrim was it. All right, we got Guitar Hero 2 versus Mario Golf.
Guitar Hero 2.
Guitar Hero.
Mario Golf.
What do you think, Connor?
Tell me in your blinks. What? Morse code it to me real quick. Mario Golf.
Connor. It was Guitar Hero 2.
I should have went with the Revolution. Yeah.
So you said Guitar Hero 2 as well?
These two guys, yeah.
What are we at? Is anybody tied? Because I might have to throw some extra points on the last 2 questions.
It's me, Jackson, and Connor are tied with 10. Keifer has 8.
All right, we'll see how it goes. We got one more in this category, and then we're going to do best and worst game. So you guys are going to hate me. But Perfect Dark versus GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark it is.
Oh.
Kyle and Connor are tied. Okay, the next 2 are going to be the exact same way, except for best game and then worst game. It's going to be, I'm going to give you, 5 options. You're going to pick whichever one you think was the greatest game of all time, according to Metacritic.
Okay.
So the choices for best game of all time are The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Halo, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Those are all really good games, man.
You said Galaxy 2?
Mm-hmm. Yep, A Link to the Past, Galaxy 2, Halo, Ocarina of Time, or Metal Gear Solid 2.
Halo.
Halo?
Halo.
Fair.
What are you saying?
Halo.
He's going Halo, dude. What are you going, Jack?
I'm going to say Ocarina of Time.
Did you pick already, Kyle?
I'm going to say Galaxy 2.
Congratulations, Jackson. It was Ocarina of Time.
Good job, Jackson.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in the game now, bro. I'm dogging it, Pat. I'm dogging it.
Or the worst game of all time. Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Family Party. 30 Great Games Obstacle Arcade.
Nice.
Sneakers. Homie Rollers. Or the video game based on the trash movie Dragon Ball Evolution.
Ooh. Can't imagine how bad that game is.
Gosh, I want to say Homie Rollers. That sounds just great.
Pretty funny. Sneakers sounds pretty cool, too. Anybody got any ideas?
I'm trying to remember all the titles that you said because I had not heard of a single one of these games.
For context, Mortal Kombat Special Forces was just a really shitty Mortal Kombat game, I guess. I don't even think it was a fighting game. It was like a beat 'em up or something. Mm-hmm. Only came out on Wii U or something. And then Family Party, obviously, it's just one of those stupid minigame games. Sneakers was, I guess, a real-time strategy game, but you're a mouse that wears like hip-hop clothes.
That sounds awesome, dude. I don't think that's a bad game.
And then Homie Rollers was like a gangster kart racer. And Dragon Ball Evolution, well, you know, I don't need to get into that.
I'll go Mortal Kombat. Special Forces on this one.
What'd you guys all guess?
Sneakers.
Sneakers.
I'm going Homie Rollers.
Sneakers.
Sneakers.
Sneakers. I don't know. Sneakers. Yeah, sneakers.
Okay. Nobody got it.
What?
It was Family Party.
Shit.
30 Great Games Obstacle Arcade.
All right, one more straight up game. 1v1. Let's all the marbles. Let's get this.
Grand Theft Auto 4 versus Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand
Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto.
I'm gonna say 4.
It was 4.
Are you shitting me?
Good job, Kyle.
No, not shitting you.
Kyle wins.
Kyle wins.
That doesn't make sense to me because I thought 4 kind of fucking sucked.
The driving is so sloppy in that game.
4 had a 98. Grand Theft Auto 5 had a 97.
Well, dang.
Yeah. Prizes. All right. Get my prizes out here. We're gonna do last place first, which is you, my friend.
Oh.
I got
Connor
you.
lost the first game. Keifer lost the second game.
This video game is the only reason that Connor and Kyle and I had any money for like 3 months straight.
Is it Cooking Mama?
It's Cooking Mama.
Oh my god! I can't believe you own that.
I went and bought it today.
Oh my god, dude! How much was it?
Like $7.
That's awesome.
So my original idea was to give the loser the worst game of all time and the winner the best game of all time, but I couldn't find Ocarina of Time or that stupid Family Party Pack game anywhere. So I just ended up getting like something that actually had something to do with anything. But the game I got for the winner is actually a pretty decent game, and that is Perfect Dark for the Nintendo 64.
No joke! Heck yeah,
Damn.
dude! I never owned this game.
Really?
Yeah, we had GoldenEye. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I guess probably don't have the shit to play it on, but
I don't care.
figured
I'm gonna
it'd be
put this
fun
up.
anyway.
I'm gonna put this up on my wall or
I
something.
think my dad's got our 64.
oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. Thanks,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah,
That's
me
an
too.
awesome gift, dude. All right. The next thing we had to talk about tonight is Keifer had a little thing he wanted to talk about. Take it away, Keifer. What do you think here?
I was thinking originally it was just going to be if you could pick any game and force somebody to play it. Could be your favorite game, could be the worst game of all time, could just be a game you want anybody to experience. But we're going to add movie to that list as well. I don't know if it's going to be Andor or
I think it should be both.
Yeah,
both.
all of it.
Yeah.
Both, and can we do instead TV show if we want? Switch it
Yeah.
out with TV show? Okay.
By one thing, can I
up a
have like
little
5 things here?
Yeah, can we do
Can I shoot fire from my eyes?
Who's got the banger to start it with?
Escape from Tarkov?
Okay.
I love that game. It's probably my favorite game, even though I hadn't played it in like months now, but I'm just waiting for that new update to come out.
If I had like a squad that wanted to play it, I could play it, but I wouldn't want to play it by myself.
Yeah.
See, when I first started playing it, played it all by myself. Nobody else had it, and then I convinced a whole bunch of my friends to get it. I always thought it'd be cool to be able to like run around with 5-man squads. And then then I have like 10 people that want to play it all the time, and I'm like, I don't want to play with all you people. I just want to play with one other person. So it's like it's too much. 5 people's way too much, but you will fuck shit up.
It's like too much noise.
It's a lot of noise and a lot of people shooting each other. Because me and my friend Patrick play together all the time, and so when we play together, I mean, we always know where the other person's at. We've just played together for so long, but you start playing with other people. There's this guy that we play with. His name is Jesse. Oh my god, dude! Every time we play with that kid, he's freaking out the whole time. He's like, "Is that you? Is that you?" And then I end up getting shot. And then now that's probably half the reason I don't play anymore. Jesse's like, "You want to play Escape from Tarkov?" I'm like, "Not with you."
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've ran around a corner in the Crucible and just jacked my teammate, bro. But like, you know, friendly fires on-ons, I'd kill you all the time, dude.
Yeah, and it's horrible in that. Like, I'll play with Patrick and accidentally shoot. We have a whole. I don't know if you're in my Discord or not, but it's called the Tarkov Discord, and the first channel is the Shoot Patrick Club because we all fucking shoot Patrick in the face all the time. And he always has the best shit because he has no job. He just goes to college, so he plays Tarkov all the time. So
Damn.
he has all the best guns. So when you accidentally kill him, you just take all of his stuff.
Dang. Yeah, that's
rough.
always been one of those games where like I figured it's probably way better than people people think about it being or talk about it being.
There's so much to it. It's crazy.
Yeah, like if you could force the world to play that shit, I feel like it'd be way bigger.
I mean, have any of you played Tarkov?
No, but I've watched people play it.
Man, it is. If it's kind of like a battle royale game, that feeling that you get, except it's like before you even start playing, because you pick everything you want to bring in. So it could be like your shittiest gun or like all of your best gear. And the best gear in the game will save you a lot of time. If you have like the best armor, you can take like armor penetrating rounds and maybe not die. But every gun is an equalizer, because if you get shot in the face, you're dead. And they have face boxes. So even if you have this giant helmet on and this much of your face is showing, if they shoot you in the face with a Makarov, you die instantly. And they have all your stuff.
Damn.
Dang, dude.
So you could be just a dude with a pistol and get a lucky shot and kill the most geared person in the entire game. And just
That
take all
is
their
cool.
stuff.
Well, and what's your movie?
The Usual Suspects. It's Kevin Spacey and some other people. Probably not so good now.
What's it about?
It's been so long now since I've seen it, but it's about like this guy who made this like grand scheme crime, and he's like telling the whole story of how it went down from the very beginning, and he's like the witness in the background to the whole thing, and he was like forced into it by this guy.
I love those movies, dude.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who's next?
Persona 5, you cowards. What is your guys' deal? You play RPGs. You play RPGs.
Lies!
You've started it, and you won't finish it. It has, like, seriously the best music you've ever heard.
It does, Connor.
It has the best music.
I know.
But seriously, though, it's like, you know, it is a little long, obviously. That's a knock on it.
That's
but
it. That's it right there, man.
at the end of the day, I mean, you got how much time? You know?
Yeah, I know. You know, I bitch about long games all the time, but I've put like almost 80 hours into Destiny 2 in like 3 weeks.
Right.
So,
It's
like,
the
I don't
kind
have
of
shit to say.
It's the kind of game where you can pick it up for 5-10 minutes and put it down if that's what you want to do, or if you want to just get in there and go for like all day, you can do that too. You know?
Is Royal out on PC?
No, I checked the other day.
That's why I haven't played it yet.
I think
Persona
it's
5 Strikers is on PC, but
I'm waiting for Royal, because when Royal comes out, I will play it on PC.
yeah.
Yeah, my friend's borrowing my PS4 right now, but besides that, it's like I hardly ever play it unless there's like something that is on it that I really wanted, like The Last of Us. I bought it, beat The Last of Us, haven't played anything else on it since.
Yeah.
Well, Persona has the graphics to where it's like you really don't need to play it on PC, you know?
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's no real reason to wait other than having it on your PC library and stuff like that. But
Right.
it, like, I can only describe it to you so many times. It's got great dungeons. It's got a great story. It's pretty much mixing a JRPG with like a Pokemon style game, because you're able to collect all these different like spirits or whatever. And then, like I said before, guys, cool voice lines. You can just scream Persona and Fists of Justice. You know, it gets fun, man. You know, so play it. And then
It does look awesome, man.
I just can't say it enough, man. It's so good.
You know what? I'll play it after I beat Forza Horizon 5 and then Halo Infinite and then Elden Ring.
Oh, cool. Thanks, bro. We'll talk about it next year, like
No,
at the end of next year.
I'll probably have Forza beat in like a week, but honestly, I'm going to want to mess around in the little arena thing for a while, so who knows. I'll get to it when I get to it, Connor.
Cool. Yeah, just, you know, play it, beat it, talk about it sometime, because, you know, I want to talk about it with someone, but it's always like, Jackson's beat the first dungeon, maybe, right?
Yeah, I've beat like the first. I've like gotten like 2 hours into that game.
Okay.
I feel like if it was on Switch, I'd have it beat already, because it's so easy for you to just, like, you're
Take it and
taking
go.
a shit,
Yeah.
play 10 minutes, put it down, like, before bed, you play a little, at work, you play a little, like, playing on a console is so fucking tedious these days.
I want a Steam Deck really bad because of that.
Yeah.
I almost want a Steam Deck more than a PS5, but I want to play Horizon Forbidden West too bad. I want it.
Do they call it a Steam Deck because you play it while you're dropping steamers?
Yeah. Steam's on deck.
What's your movie, Connor?
Yeah. What's your movie, Connor?
I mean, you'd be a fool to think I'd say anything other than Zoolander, you know? I know you guys have seen it, you know, but that's my movie, so
Yeah, man.
no shame.
Take
Zoolander.
Yeah. Die on that hill, Connor.
Jitterbug.
Orange mocha frappuccino. Like David, like, I don't know, man. What was it, like a month ago? He accidentally sent me just a slash symbol in Discord, and I just sent to him, I'm like, this slashy means that you consider me the best actor / model and not the other way around. No, just letting him know. It's like, I'm on that Zoolander shit, you know.
Good choices, man. Everybody, good choices.
Good job. Good job.
What's yours, Shaq? Here, I'll go. My game is Journey. Have any of you guys played Journey?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Have any of you guys played Journey?
Yeah.
I've heard so much about it, but no.
I've never played a game where I was so mystified at the same time as like having like butterflies in my stomach and like wanting the person next to me to get to the top or to get to the end as much as I wanted to get to the end. It's such a
Dang.
crazy feeling. See, this game, you start off and you're just in the middle of a desert. You don't know what's going on. It doesn't tell you anything. This game is all environmental. You're just this little like character that's in like a red cloak with a black face, and you have like this red scarf that goes around your neck and that has just a little tail off of it. And you see other people that look exactly like you just running around the world. And the only way you can talk to all these people is by pushing, I think it's either square, X, or circle, one of the buttons on the face of the controller. But you only emote by going like blink, blink, and like making like little just like chirping noises.
Are they real players? Or
Yeah,
just-
they're real players. And
Whoa.
some of them will have just like a little like a little dialogue looking like blurb over their head, like just like a little like almost like a hash symbol or like a little what?
Like squiggly stuff.
Like a little squiggly something over their head. And I'll never forget this, dude. I started the game, I did the first little objective, and as I'm doing it, I see another person do the objective right behind me. And I land and I look back at him. He starts chirping at me, I start chirping at him. And for the next 4 hours, dude, me and this guy start from square one and get to the very end of the game together, chirping along all these crazy obstacles, running from all these crazy, like, stone monsters, like all these... really, these monsters look like they're from Atlantis, that
that's cool.
Disney movie.
Yeah.
I remember one part in particular. There's this ice mountain. I get to the very top of this ice mountain. Me and him are having to work together, get past all these obstacles because there's like parts where wind is blowing you down this mountain, and you have to like hide behind rocks and go up together. So me and this guy are going all the way up to the top, and we get to the very top. He doesn't notice this wind gust coming. I notice it and jump over and get to the top. He doesn't notice it, goes flying off the cliff and goes all the way down to the bottom of this mountain. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait for this dude. But I waited on top of this mountain, and about 5-10 minutes later, here comes that dude. And I could tell it was him. I don't know why I could tell it was him, but he gets to the top, starts chirping so much, dude. He's just going crazy chirping. I'm chirping like crazy. We're both chirping, and then we finish the game together and go all the way to you eventually end up like going to heaven. Like the longer your scarf gets by doing like crazy objectives, the further you can just like fly and flutter through the air and just like soar through the air. And by the end of it, you're just flying through the clouds, going all the way up to heaven, and it's
Dang, bro.
amazing, dude. There's parts where you're like surfing on sand, and it just looks like you're in like a dream. It just is so magical looking, dude.
Yeah,
It is one of my favorite games I've ever played in my whole life.
I used to listen to a podcast. This guy would talk about it all the time.
I can't recommend it enough. It is one of my favorite games I've ever played. Like I said, it takes about 3.5 to 4 hours to beat. It's on like PS4, PS5. It's on PC, I believe. I think it's on PC. It's so good, man. I can't recommend it enough. And then I don't really have a movie. I mean, it was so hard for me. But I most definitely have a TV show, and all my friends know what TV show I'm talking about. It's Battlestar Motherfracking Galactica. It is the best TV show I've ever seen, bar none. I will never refute this. Like, I'm enthralled with it. What it is, these humans invent robots. Robots become sentient. Robots want what humans have. They have a huge war. It gets crazy. The robots decide, you know what? We're going to go off planet. We're going to go find our own planet. And then they think peace has happened for, it's like 70 or 80 years, something like that, or it's like 50 years, some time frame. And the robots come back, nuke every single planet the humans have, nuke all their colonies, and only the spaceships that are in space at the time make it out alive. And it's just the whole mission of getting from these colonies that are on these planets to find the mythical Earth.
Yeah, there was apparently a 13th colony that went on a journey to try to find this place, and they called it Earth, and that's what they're more or less running from the Cylons while trying to find Earth at the same time. I need to rewatch it. It's been long enough to where I think I'd watch it again and enjoy it again.
Yeah, that sounds dope, dude.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the best shows ever, for sure.
That's all I got.
It's really hard for me to pick like one game. Like I was trying to think like what my favorite game of all time is, really. And screw it. I'm going to say Arkham Knight. I fucking love Arkham Knight so much, man. I mean, I still love playing Arkham Knight over and over and over again, dude. I don't know what it is. I love the combat system in it. I love trying to like get through the game like quicker than I did the last time, I guess. Like there's certain games that I don't mind like beating over and over again just because I love doing, I guess, my own version of speed runs on them. I will say an honorable mention for like another game that I would recommend is God of War 2018.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love that game so much.
Jackson gets an honorable mention. I want to say Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
And if Connor gets one, I want to say Inside because that game is cool.
I was thinking about Inside, dude. I was thinking about Inside, like, because I was thinking about you said concept was you had to force someone to play the game. I would love to just sit there and watch someone play Inside and get to the end of that game.
Just to see their mind explode inside their head. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it that crazy, dude?
It is. Inside is a fun experience.
It's such a mystery throughout that game because you're like, man, like, what am I running to? Or what am I running from? Because you don't really know the answer. You don't know. I don't know if I'm running to something or if I'm running from something. Mm-hmm. That's the feeling that I get.
At least in Limbo, you were like, I'm lost in the woods and it's dark. So you're like trying to get out of the woods.
Yeah, Limbo ends weird.
Yeah, like, but once the ending to that game is what?
Yeah,
like,
it's so cool.
Like,
I've seen pictures of the thing, but
No shit, it's been ruined for you?
well, but I don't know like
The context.
what. Yeah, the context. I just see it and I'm like, well, that's gross.
Yeah, you need to play it then. It's
Okay.
fun. It's only it's like Journey. It's only like
Yeah,
three
I
or
heard
4
it's
hours
like
long.
an hour and a half. Oh, that was Limbo, wasn't it? That's like a 2-hour game.
I don't know. I beat Limbo like probably a couple months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago, and it was I don't know 3 or 4 hours long.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I'm sure you could beat those
Carry on.
games in like an hour, or if not shorter than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you know all the puzzles, you
Yeah,
just
I'm
run
sure you
through
could
it.
fly
Yeah.
through them. But I'm a simpleton, and some of those puzzles broke my brain. Both those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's your movie, Jack?
I would say, if you've never seen it,
Is there a horse movie?
Spirit.
you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say Interstellar. I love that movie, man.
Hell
That's
yeah.
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I just watched that the other day again.
When people tell me they don't like it, I'm like, what?
I know, dude.
I'm surprised like how divisive that movie is.
That's shit's like
But-
Independence Day to me, bro. It will always be something that I'm just like, that movie is insane.
I love the freaking crap out of that movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
I get an
God.
awesome space movie that like honestly, man, I just love looking at space, dude.
Yeah,
you
dude.
you can give me like those documentaries where it's just all CGI space, dude. I don't care. I'll watch just space.
Yeah.
But
Space and Butts, the Jackson Brayman story.
He's all about that voice, man.
Spassin' ass.
yeah, man, Interstellar, I love the movie to death, dude. It's one of the few movies that I would give like a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
The sheer emotion that comes out of Matthew McConaughey when he's sitting in space, watching his kids grow up in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't even imagine, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, that whole crying scene, bro. It gives me goosebumps thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a little video the other day that was like me seeing the cutscenes for Halo Infinite after having been like played all of them, and like the cutscene is going, or no, it's the multiplayer thing, and he's just sitting there like crying. It's so beautiful.
Dude, I saw the funniest video the other day. It was like it was the audio from Interstellar whenever he's trying to lock on to the thing that's spinning after the explosion, but like the video is of this drone with a light bulb on it, and it's trying to fly up and put the light bulb in this socket and spin around. But it's the audio from Interstellar.
Nice.
My favorite one is whenever Star Wars: The Force Awakens first came out, and they had that first ever trailer, and it was like this. You see the Millennium Falcon like poof, fly out of nowhere, and then fly through that like down Death's Star Destroyer. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's crying during that whole part. Oh my god,
Dude,
so funny.
I mean, for real.
Yeah, The Force Awakens is good.
Yeah,
It is
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
What could have been?
There's nothing else to say, Kyle.
Yeah, what could have been?
Yeah.
Still think John Boyega should have been a Jedi.
Yeah, what the freaking crap happened with that
I
series,
know,
dude?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be so cool if Disney Plus is just like, here's a redo. We're gonna redo this whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
We're gonna recast Ray.
you don't like Ray?
No.
Yeah.
I like the rest of the cast, man, but Daisy Ridley just she doesn't do it for me, man.
Yeah.
I feel like especially in later movies, she like something about her, dude. Like when she was, I don't know, in the first one, at first when she seemed like kind of an innocent, quiet little machine shop chick, like I was cool with it, but she got like really loud and really like aggressive and like all this shit out of nowhere, like all of a sudden, and she's super hyped about everything, like insanely hyped. And just
Yeah, she's either 10 or 0.
yeah. And honestly, Finn was too, but for some reason it worked for him, I think, better than.
And Oscar Isaac was even higher than them. Like,
Dude, I know.
He was
you got
like,
my jacket, buddy. That's my jacket. No, you keep it. I thought you died. You went down, you wrecked, and the thing exploded, and I got your jacket. You got my jacket, man. Dude. Honestly, though, Luke was the same way. Like when he saw Han back in the old ones.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it, but.
Yeah.
But Interstellar, man. Yeah.
Interstellar.
space.
Yeah. That's what I think.
I guess I'll get through mine quick. How many of you guys have played Dark Souls? I don't even care. Dark Souls 1. Yeah, that's my pick. Just because it's like a high barrier to entry. But if people, like, for me, dude, I think I bought the second one, played a little bit of it, and was like, this is way too hard, and took it back. And then I watched a guy play through the entire first game and was like, oh, like I kind of get it now. Because it's not about, I don't know, like typical things you play an RPG for. And so I bought it, played through it, beat it. Now I'm like obsessed with Soulsborne games. Like it's like the same way for everybody. If you ever beat a Soulsborne game, dude, you're hooked.
The first time.
I'm wondering if I'm gonna feel that with Demon Souls. I think that might be the first thing I boot up.
That's
on
why I
that.
like
I really
Tarkov
hope
so
you do.
much.
PS5.
I feel like it's the Dark Souls of like FPS shooters.
You've already had your turn, Keifer. Just saying.
Not playing your stupid game. No. That does sound cool though. Yeah, but honorable mention to Paper Mario on the 64 because that game's just got it all.
I love that game, dude. So good.
We would be sitting there laughing so hard together.
Oh yeah.
Like it was serious. It got a little spooky at times in the Halloween area.
Yeah.
Like it was a platformer. It was a puzzle game. It was an RPG. Like it was so good, dude. Yeah. And I had a movie in mind before I showed up, but I think I'm going to change it. It's going to be a horror movie, and it's going to be The Conjuring.
Scary.
Because it's just like, I think my favorite horror movie of all time, dude.
Really?
It's so good. I mean, modern horror. Classic horror is different, but
True.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Rapid fire. Favorite scary movie? Go, David.
Conjuring.
Keifer.
Devil.
Connor.
Insidious, I guess. Because that fucking red-faced demon is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh god.
He was gonna say Hereditary.
The
earlier.
Green Room.
Okay.
Like a lot of people get fucked up in this movie, man. Like
Yeah.
Cool. Home Alone style.
no, not really.
I'm going to say mine was Paranormal Activity 3.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
that movie is so metal, dude. That one scene where the little girl's walking upstairs, she hits like a wall that's like an invisible wall, and then something grabs her hair and lifts her up, and you just see her just dangling there by nothing. You know, that scene's so sick.
I would love to make my mom watch Paranormal Activity 3.
God,
She would flip out, man.
Yeah.
Like
Paranormal
she
Activity
cannot
3
deal with that kind of stuff.
oh, Paranormal Activity 3 is so freaking cool.
Was that the one that had the connect with all the
Yes,
dots? And the
no, that's the
Nope.
fourth one.
Oh, okay. 4 was good too.
Yeah, that's the fourth one. That's that with that blonde girl.
Yeah, to
She's
me-
like on her cell phone the whole time, and
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah, the third one was the best though. Dude, the part in Paranormal Activity 3 where like she's like on the phone, she leaves the room, she comes back, and then everything in the kitchen is like, where did it go? And then it just all falls from the ceiling.
yes.
Oh my god. I think I crapped a little when that happened, dude. Honestly, man. Mandy and I saw that in theaters.
What happened to all your
theaters
furniture?
was the best.
I know, dude.
Especially with the packed theater. Me and Rachel saw it, like
Yeah.
opening night. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
There's nothing like seeing a scary movie in theaters with a bunch of people and comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only packed theater I've ever been to for a horror movie was Friday the 13th, the remake.
Yeah.
That movie theater was completely packed.
I was gonna take my movie back, but I think honestly, if I think about it long enough, The Conjuring really is my favorite horror movie.
I could change my mind 20 times, like if we just keep going on and on. Just
I
be
was
like,
gonna say
no,
that-
man, this movie now.
I was gonna say The Ring too, but I think The Ring was just a nostalgia thing for me. It is a good movie. I still love it, but Conjuring, man, that's
Man,
juicy.
I always liked The Grudge.
Oh yeah, The Grudge was crazy, dude.
And then I liked Ju-On as well. Ju-On was cool.
Yeah,
The
Grudge
Grudge
was
was
good.
worse, man.
Yeah, Ju-On was better. The original.
Like, doesn't the girl in The Grudge go like,
Yeah.
that's what's scary about it, dude. Like, ooh.
that noise that almost everyone can make.
Yeah. I remember the kid. Was it was like
Dude,
a
if
kid
my
in a
son ever saw
shower.
that movie, I could ruin his life.
Yeah, dude.
I would go to like those like haunted houses and spook trails and stuff like that. It was guaranteed that almost every single one of them there was going to be a little setup. Someone would have like a hood, like, or not a hood, but like a sheet over them, and they would just be sitting there going, And everyone knows, like, if you can do the noise, everyone knows you can do that noise forever. You can go on for a long time. So they'll just do it until you take the 2 minutes to actually walk up there, and then they'll try to scare you as soon as you walk by.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember was it a little boy in like a shower or something or a bathtub and he's like, "Bah!" and his mouth opens really wide.
Yeah, he would do like a cat noise, like,
Yes.
Bro, I remember
Oh my
seeing that in the
gosh.
trailer and being like, not watching that, dude. That is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Is that the same one where she felt like knuckles in the back of her head?
Yeah,
when
she's
in the
like
shower?
washing her hair and like she feels knuckles. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
yeah, man, that movie had some crazy shit going on. Like, especially the one like where that not Sarah Michelle Gellar, but there's another blonde girl in the movie. She gets like followed all the way back to her hotel. She's going up the floors, and then like you can see through like, I don't know, like a window. Like, what elevator has windows?
Yeah.
But I've never seen an elevator with windows. But yeah, like as they're going up the floor, you like see like the silhouette in the background on each floor, just standing there looking.
Right.
And then
Oh, yeah.
as she gets like up to her room, that's when you see it kind of like walking towards her. But as it's walking towards her, the lights are going out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Mama, also.
Mama?
You ever see Mama, Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. I was not a fan of that movie, to be honest.
I loved it.
I
That's all I'm
hated
going to say.
I hated the ending to that movie so much.
Now, Jackson, you're not a fan of Mama,
About Daddy?
but are you a fan of Forza Horizon 5?
I fucking love Forza Horizon 5,
dude.
dude.
So
I totally thought Kyle was going Daddy with that thing.
Forza Horizon 5 came out a few days ago. We each had quite a good amount of time in it. I had about 4 hours. Jackson, how much did you play? Just an hour count.
Probably like 5 hours, 5.5.
Connor?
About 1.5.
Keifer didn't play it, right?
Probably 3.5 for me.
3.5. Okay. And what do you guys think?
Fucking love it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love for Forza Horizon 5.
Forza Horizon.
I really love Forza Horizon 5. I found that driving a McLaren down the roads really is satisfying. I see the sunshine lighting off of the asphalt from the fresh rain that just happened a few minutes ago. I will drive a Jeep into the jungle, destroying trees, because I ain't no tree hugger. I would take the Nissan Fairlady Z around all the bends, drifting because I am the DK. The Horizon events are absolutely fruitful. You can race the train, motorcycles, monster trucks, and once you beat said monster truck, you can take it for a spin. That's my review of Forza Horizon 5. 5 stars for Forza Horizon 5.
David, what's your review of Forza Horizon 5?
Cargo fast, you fart and shit pant.
Cargo's fast. Shit pants.
I love it, dude. Super good. Super pretty. Super fast.
One thing I really like about this game, in like more than Forza Horizon 4, is that like all of the drift zones are like super long in some areas.
Yeah.
So you really feel like you have to be drifting around this whole thing like DK.
Like a DK, yeah.
But the drag strips are way longer.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just really made everything way better in this game. Like, let's take all the good things about the game and just make sure that everyone's going to be satisfied with whatever they're wanting to do.
I love how when you're drifting, like you were saying, the drift areas seem like they're like a lot longer, but also you will slide off the road onto the dirt, and that will like whip you around a little bit farther. So you can kind of, I don't know if like you didn't get a good enough drift, like it can kind of help sometimes to go like on and off the road and then back onto the road.
Yeah.
It just feels so good, dude. Like I think I spent like half an hour last night just driving across the continent, not even using the roads. And I ended up going up like one of the, I think it was the biggest mountain you can drive on, all the way to the top, and then down the other side in the Bronco. And I was just flying, dude. I hit like 150, flew off a hill going like, I don't know, like probably 200 yards, dude. And then I just started flipping over and over and over again. And then I landed back on my tires and just drove off. And like, dude, I was running through cactuses and people's backyards. It's just so fun, dude.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about this one, but right out of the get-go, it just feels different. It just feels like magical, man. Mm-hmm. It just feels like you're going on an adventure.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the music, ugh.
I went to like the Mayan ruins area to
Yeah,
do the
I went there.
outpost. That part where you're running from the storm, dude. Oh my God. It's so good. Like there's like that crazy music, and there's leaves and branches blowing everywhere and lightning going off, and the streets are all wet with rain and they're like reflecting the light. Like there's like, and you know, like in Missouri, how like sometimes when there's a thunderstorm, it could be like raining and storming, but it's sunny out. There was like, you know, you could get like lens flares and stuff out there. God, I could talk about it all night.
And you're playing on Xbox Series X? Mm-hmm. Nice. Do you have a 4K TV? Mm-hmm. I bet it looks spectacular.
Yeah, it does, dude. Yeah, it looks like a video game when you're driving around, but if you like stop in the woods and just look around, oh my God. It's like photorealistic, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Connor, what do you think, dude?
I think they copied Fast and Furious hardcore. I think that's the magic you guys are probably talking about. The whole cars can fly, and like almost tit for tat. It was just like, okay, yeah, they're just copying this part where they do the whole cars can fly thing. It's like, okay. But aside from that, I thought it was really cool. Like, really cool. The whole time I was playing the intro, I was just thinking, man, these guys need to make a Fast and Furious game because they nailed this scene, you know? Like,
That's true, dude.
they even had the part where, like, one of the cars, the Porsche, kind of goes off a little bit, doesn't exactly go where it's supposed to, kind of like Tyrese in Fast and Furious, you know? But, Yeah, you start off in the Bronco, throws you right next to the lava pit, man. That was like so cool. It's like starting off like off road right from the get go. Hell yeah, dude, I'll take that. Next to a lava pit, like even cooler. So doing that was cool. And then immediately switch over to the new Corvette, which I don't know. Did you guys like driving that new Corvette?
I honestly have not even driven the new Corvette yet.
Yeah, you did. You did in the beginning.
It was the second car you
The
drive.
orange one.
Well, then I guess I did.
You liked it? Cool.
I like the McLaren better. That one's my favorite, dude.
McLaren?
Yeah, it's just super fast, easy to control. Like when you're trying to get from point A to point B, man, it's the best medicine.
Are they your F1 team?
Huh?
They're my F1 team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just like the McLaren.
Oh, okay.
I typically every Forza Horizon game I pick a McLaren and just drive it to shit. Drive it to hell.
Yeah, like my car was the McLaren Senna,
Yeah.
but now I've picked up on the Pagani Roadster, and that, like, as far as like S2 vehicles, like those are like that's probably the best vehicle for me right now.
Yeah.
It's like everything's scaled up to 10 except for like top speed, but that's the best thing. That's like the closest thing to an F1 car, being able to get around those corners like super fast,
Yeah.
tough braking, stuff like that.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like a different skill level to or a different thing to get used to when you drive those super fast cars in like the rally races versus like the off-road stuff or whatever. Cause like you'll get up to a turn where you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to slow down here. But that little strip doesn't turn orange. So you have to get used to taking that turn in a car like that at like 110 miles an hour or something. Like instead of braking every time you hit it.
Did you guys notice the mud deformation, like under your tires when you're going over mud?
Like you leave tracks?
Yeah.
No.
It looks sick.
Dude.
It almost looks like Uncharted 4's mud deformation on that one level.
Yeah, I've noticed it in the mud and like going through fields and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Which I was going to say, like the third car you get into is that portion. It falls into the jungle, and then you get to see all the mud, and then you get to see all the cool foliage and stuff.
Yeah.
Thought that part was really cool.
So good.
And then you finish the intro in that new Mercedes, man, and just all the parts that were like moving off of it and stuff. It's just like this seems like an F1 car, you know?
Yeah.
Dude,
And
that part when you're in the Mercedes and you're driving on that last drag strip, you're going like 250 miles an hour, and you can hear them over the speaker. They're like, get ready for this last racer because he knows how to make an entrance, and that music's just blaring. You're like, fuck yeah, I do. Like,
and you're passing everybody. You're
Yes,
passing
dude.
everyone, dude. It's crazy.
yeah. God,
Yeah, I love that, dude.
it's so good.
Yep. I want to end this podcast right now so I can go home and play some Forza Horizon on my new
I know,
controller.
man.
Yep. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, I thank you guys all for listening this week, and thank you for crashing with friends. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. See y'all next week.
Peace out.
Later.
It's Forzathon, baby.
Yo, David. What I was saying about that movie, Mama, Olivia Wilde's in it. That's what I liked about
baby.
it. That's what I liked about it.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.